What's going on, guys? Well, too well, back with another video. And you guys know I've been doing this thing where I just been kind of talking to you guys a little bit, and just I'll tell a story, or just talk about whatever. Today's going to be one of those days where I kind of just talk about whatever. Don't really have a story planned out. Couldn't really think of one that I wanted to tell, or which ones I want to tell first. So I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna get on here and just I guess ramble on and play some Halo, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys' day is going pretty good. One thing I have been thinking about lately is I mentioned it in like a previous video about wanting to move, and where we were considering moving to, which I said was California, and that's still like kind of the thing right now. But it got me kind of thinking about like how big of a thing that is, and how big of a change that is to actually move like to another state. I mean, moving to another city is like a lot too, right? But like moving to another state is kind of like a different world almost, I guess, depending on where you move. Because I mean, it's a new environment. 9 times out of 10 you don't know anybody. It's just one of those things that could be a huge change in more than one way, and that's kind of what we're thinking about. But in one way we think it's good, but another way we're like, So I kind of was just thinking about like the differences between all that. Like, I've only moved one time, and that was when I moved from St. Louis to Texas. And like, it was a big change, but I was like kind of young, so like the change was mainly stuff like I like didn't know anybody, didn't have any friends when I moved here until I started school. And like, so the big change was kind of like more so in just little stuff, like I didn't know where anything was. One thing was the fucking bugs, dude. Texas bugs, dude, no fucking joke. When they say everything's bigger in Texas, I shit you not, they are correct. When I moved here, dude, I remember the place we moved into had like it didn't have like roaches or bugs per se, but it was kind of an older house, and we had just moved in, so you're bound to find one potentially. And that's almost every house I've lived in, like in nice areas and whatnot. Like, so like we move in, and I remember it's one night, and I'm just kind of hanging out in my room. My room was really cool. It was like, it used to be a garage, and it was one of those garage rooms, they converted it to a room. It was pretty much that. So I was chilling in there, and I remember on my wall, no lights on, just my TV, watching TV. And I remember just like looking at my wall and seeing this like fucking huge abomination just sitting on the wall. So I get up and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? And I creep over to the light, I turn it on, lo and behold, giant ass fucking water bug. Which water bugs they're like roaches but bigger. It's weird, and huge. You just sit on the fucking wall, and I'm like, bruh, what? And I go to get something to smash it, because it's not I've seen roaches before. It doesn't weird me out or anything. So I go to get something to kill it, and this motherfucker spreads his back like his wings and fucking flies kind of towards me. I lost my shit. Right then and there, I knew these were not means that I was meant to combat. Not yet, anyway. So that was like one of my first experiences moving here. Is I was like, holy shit, dude, these bugs are fucking huge. I visited a couple times, but you know, this was me actually living here. So you know, I tell that story. I kind of got sidetracked, but I'd like to tell that story to kind of like, you know, just bring up the fact that, you know, those changes were little things. Like, you know, the bugs were fucking bigger, it creeped me out. I didn't know where anything was. Another funny thing is Texas Chainsaw Massacre had just come out. Now, I know from my understanding, that didn't actually happen. It's based off real events, and those events didn't actually happen in Texas, to my understanding. But that movie had just come out, and I'm like, dude, I'm like fucking 10, and you know, I kind of grew up with horror movies. I might talk about that like another time, but like I kind of grew up with like horror movies, and you know, watching stuff like that. Like my mom was cool with me watching shit like that as long as it wasn't like porn. Like if there were no like sex scenes, she was completely cool with it, because we were in St. Louis. It's not like, you know, violence was something that was like a new concept to me. So, you know, we got to watch all that, and so that movie had come out. We went, me and my cousin, when they were already living in Texas. We went to go see it. I remember just sitting there like, dude, this kind of shit happens in Texas, dude. You know, this is not too far after the bug incident, so I'm like, dude, the bugs are huge. You know, there's like legitimate chances for, you know, me to get murdered by some dude wielding a chainsaw running alongside a country road. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Hey, but there's a barbecue. You know, overall, as I got older, you know, it mellowed out, and I got used to living here, and I've been here ever since. And you know, now, funny enough, like, you know, I guess what's the word? Like acclimated. I don't know if that's the word. To living, you know, in Texas, and like because of that, now it's like, if you want to move to another state, I'm gonna have that feeling all over again. You know, like, what's this? Where is everything? I don't know anybody. Is this supposed to, you know, be like this? You know, how are the people? Blah blah blah. You know, all that kind of stuff. I feel like, you know, of course, it's different as an adult, as you know, than it is as a kid. Because, like I said, as a kid, I think you only worry about. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends. Because I would imagine, like, some kids move around a lot. You know, I feel like we'll handle it well at the end of the day. But it's still one of those things where it's like, holy shit, dude. New environment, not knowing anybody. Something happens, can't call anybody. Like, so it's like, what do you do, right? But, I think it's going to be a good change up. Kind of wanted to get into, like, reasons why, you know, you know, just the differences between here and what I would imagine would be there, and things that I've heard that exist there. But I might go over that like in another video, because we are actually out of time, as short of a time as that was. But you know, still got to get to work, got to do all that cool stuff. So, but I'm trying to stay on my schedule of posting every other day, and if I can accomplish that, then we'll be good, because you know, there'll be a video coming out every other day. Always have a new topic. We can always come back to a previous topic that, you know, I didn't have time to go more into, because there's kind of a lot more with that I want to talk about, that you know, my worries, and you know, what I'm excited for, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, but that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for coming by and watching and showing support. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like this type of content, where I kind of just sit here and play games and kind of chat with you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.